Welcome to the Q Show. Thank you for watching. This episode, I am dedicating this to my family, my loved ones. Shout out to y'all. And I'm also dedicating this episode to your loved ones too. I want to thank Artiste Rock for making a shirt that says, "My family is my heart." Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much. I love the design. I love everything about it. So today we're going to talk about the importance of having your family in your life and the reasons why you should always be there for them no matter what situation or trials that you guys go through, because this is very important to have. So we're going to talk about the importance of it, the reasons for it, and we're going to talk about different issues, that we see with the family, but how important it is to remain that connection, and also how your friends can actually become family members too. So let's start off with the importance of family. So you have a family. Family is there supposed to love you. They're supposed to be your support system. They're supposed to be someone every day that you you hang out with, and they're blood. And so let's talk about blood. When you have blood family members, it's so important that you always be there for them, because first of all, every one of your family members, because I know I have different siblings that are different, talented in different ways, and they act different ways and all that stuff. So you begin as you grow up to really get to know your siblings or your cousins and stuff, know how they act, know what they like to do and all that stuff. So once you know their talent, and once you know how they act, and once you know you guys' bond, then I think that's how it makes it stronger when you in your family. But however, say you guys for some reason don't get in an argument, and you guys separate from whatever reason, and you guys say, "Oh, I'm not gonna talk to this person, my cousin, no more. It's done. It's over," or "We're done. There's no way. I'm not keeping in contact. We're not cousins no more." Da da da. You should not go about it that way, because at the end of the day, you guys are blood, and when you have blood family members, you always stick together no matter what. So if it's a situation where you got into it with your cousin, then as you and your cousin needs to sit down, or your brother, your sister, any of your siblings or your cousins needs to sit down and talk it out. Because at the end of the day, once you talk a situation out and you see what happened and you view from another person's perspective, I guarantee you that problem will be deaded, and you guys will go on and continue on to be the best cousins or the best brother and sister bond that you guys have. But now let's talk about the friends. Now, friends can actually be considered family too. This is what we call water. There's a such thing as blood thicker than water, but sometimes water can be thicker than blood. Because personally, me, I have some friends that are more family to me than my real family. They've always been there for me. They always had me at anything I needed. Any advice I needed, I was there. Anything that I needed to either buy from them or get something from them, or they had to get for me, they was always there for me no matter what. And that showed what a true friendship is. But not only that, they acted like their family. So sometimes, guys, water can actually be thicker than your own blood. So that's why it's always significant and crucial to always treat your real friendship like how you would do to your brothers and sisters or to your cousins, because sometimes they can act as those. And we have to make sure that we value and cherish those types of friendships, because real friends are hard to come by. But when I get on break, I'm going to explain how a real friend's hard to come by. Stay tuned.
The QTV Show with Quamel Wynn is sponsored in part by Jotkoff Financial Group, Certified Public Accountants, Certified Financial Planners.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
Artiste Rock is pleased to help support this week's Q Show with Quamel Wynn. Go wild at Artiste Rock.
And we're back with the Q show. So what I was talking about is how we have to make sure that our real friendship is cherished and how real friends are hard to come by. And what I mean by that is because every day when we live life and we see different things, we all know, viewers, you know too, that real friends are hard to come by because you're going to go through situations where you see some of the real friends that you thought you had turned their back on you. They betrayed you. And so we go through life trying to find who's really there for us or who's our real friends. But at the end of the day, it's up to us to really sit down and see. We have to see, does that person have a vision to where they're going in life? Does this person stay focused in school? Does this person meet the criteria that I'm meeting? So these are different things that we have to see and we have to know in order to grow and see who's really there for us. Because personally, me, I know every day on my daily basis in my life, and now even at school, I always keep a small, limited circle. And I think that's something that we all have to do is keep a limited circle with people that surround themselves with the same or similar vision as you. Because when you find that, you tend to see that you guys' bond are stronger. And the reason why the bond is stronger is because you guys have a straight mindset, similar mindsets that have one thing in common. And that is making something out their lives and celebrating it with real friends and family. So you want to make sure that you cherish your friendship with that. But now, how can you cherish your family? Well, that's quite actually easy because you grow up with them. So you begin to love them. You see them on a daily basis, and if not on a daily basis, whenever you get to visit them or something, you form that bond, see what they're going through, see any games they have or anything talented that they do, participate in it. So show them that support, because they'll show you, like 9 times out of 10 will show you it back. It's just all about going out there and seeing what's up, because I know I have some family members in New York, and I see them every summer. And so I'll make sure every time I see them that I tell them I love them. We go out, we do activities together, and my 2 cousins, they're good in basketball and stuff. So I always go to their games or their celebrations or anything they have, just showing them that I still care for them and I still love them, no matter if we live in a different state, a different country, a different city. I'm always going to be there regardless. So that's how you could cherish your family. That's one thing that I always wanted to do. And this episode is dedicated. Share this with your family, viewers, and also dedicate this to my family as well, because life is so short. So you don't never want to come upon a time where you didn't tell your cousin or your brother or your mother or your sister that you didn't love them, or that you didn't want it, or you didn't show them the support they needed. Because God forbid they're gone, then how are you going to tell them now if they're gone? So you don't never want to have a regret when it comes to these types of situations. So you always want to make sure that you cherish it. So when I get back, I'm going to talk about how we can show this support to our family, and how can we encourage them for the ones that's not quite on the right path as us, but how can we encourage them and how can we see the difference once we encourage them. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching again. I'll be right back. Stay tuned with the Q Show.
Art Tees Rock is pleased to help support this week's Q Show with Quamel Wynn. Go wild at Art Tees Rock.
Listen up, America. This is an important medical alert for anyone suffering from back or knee pain. If you or a loved one suffers from back or knee pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, you can qualify for a pain-relieving back or knee brace at little or no cost to you. Stop living in pain because the brace you need is too costly. Call Listen Up America right now for more details. The call is free and there's no obligation.
Please call 800-299-6799.
The QTV Show with Quamel Wynn is sponsored in part by Jotkoff Financial Group, Certified Public Accountants, Certified Financial Planners.
And we're back. And so what I was talking about is how can we encourage our family members for the people that's not on the right path as us? Well, that's easy, because I know in my family and yours as well, viewers, that we have family members that, tend to not be on the right path as us. So they might skip school, or they might not have the same vision as vision as us or even find their career yet. So how do we encourage them? Well, that's why you sit down with them and be like, hey cuz, or hey sis, hey bro, what do you like to do? Once you find what they like to do, you could kind of form their talent for them. See what you could kind of see what they're trying to go to, or because a lot of times they have a vision, they know what they want to be, but they just don't have the motivation for it. So if you could find what they're talented at, the easy part is motivating them for that part. So for instance, say one of my cousins, she's very talented at singing, but she just doesn't have the motivation for it. She's like, oh yeah, I can sing, but everybody else can too. You know, this is a big industry, the music is big. And I tell her, I said, cousin, you are a star. Your voice is amazing. Get out there and let the world hear it. And I said, just because there's other people doing it, you're not those other people. You're yourself. This is what God put you on the planet for. So go out there, use your talent to help people. You could use your singing to encourage people, motivate people, or just get out there and express your feelings or spread messages through your singing. So I was telling her that, and ever since that day, she's really been doing good. She's been getting out to local shows and singing. She has her own Facebook page and singing like that. So you see how that motivational part kicks in. You know, when a person sees that you see talent in them or you see potential and you motivate them, that really brightens their day, because now they feel like, wow, I have the courage and I have the self-esteem. Now I can really go out there and do my thing. So those are the type of things that we need to do. Now, for the friendship, how can we motivate our water that is like our family? Well, that's the same. It's an easy, quite actually complex sometimes, but it can actually be is most overall easy. You can motivate them by seeing what they like to do. But friends, sometimes it's kind of hard to get it out of them, because they're like, I don't know if I should say this, because, or how you gonna react to this when I say this, or, you know, so sometimes friends have a hard time saying what they want to be because they don't have the confidence. So what you do is just tell them something. Just be like, wow, I can see you doing this. I can see you being a comedian. You know, I had one friend, I'm not going to say her name, but she was, I told her, I said, you know what, you could be a comedian. You know, you're very funny. You tell jokes that makes me laugh. Like I remember one time I was sitting at lunch and I was drinking my water. She said a joke and I just blurted the water out because it was so hilarious, and she's known for being so funny. So I said, you know what, you can actually use this talent for being a comedian. You're so funny, you can really get the crowd hype and all that stuff and have a good time. She was like, oh no, I'll just get booed off the stage or whatever. And I said, no, I'm so serious. Like, your talent and the way you go about things, like, you can be phenomenal. See, a lot of our friends, they don't know their talent, but the things they do at school to make people remember them and stuff, they can use that to their advantage. And I'm talking about the positive way. I'm not talking about the negative way, guys. I'm talking about the positive way. But yeah, and now she's actually taking it seriously. She's going around doing her little comedian shows and actually has her own like page on her YouTube channel. So you guys, you see how this motivational part just really kicks in once you found their talent. I think these are the two main elements that we need to see them grow and progress. But when I get back, I'm going to show you guys how the family and friends combine together. We'll be back.
The QTV Show with Quamel Wynn is sponsored in part by Jotkoff Financial Group, Certified Public Accountants, Certified Financial Planners.
We have important health news that may be of dire importance to you, your family, or someone you know. If you or your loved ones need health insurance immediately, call Quote Rhino Health now. Let us help you find the health insurance program that provides you access to doctors, hospitals, and emergency services. As an added bonus for calling now, our providers can send you a no-obligation, no-cost prescription card, which can save you up to 50% off your prescriptions. Call the number on your screen now.
Art Tees Rock is pleased to help support this week's Q Show with Quamel Wynn. Go wild at Art Tees Rock. Stop dirty, unread newsprint clogging our landfills with waste. Go green. Save a tree. Watch Buzz TV.
And we're back with the Q show. So now I was talking about how the family and friends can, how can they be together? So when you have your friends and you introduce them to your family like they're your own family, I know we all have friends that are really like our family, and our parents know them and our cousins know them, so now they're just family. So I think it's all about the introduction part, and tell them how they been, how you met them, and how significant they've been in your life, and what role did they play. And now once you have your family and your parents know, oh wow, this is somebody that really wants to see my child grow, or my child wants to see this person grow. I think when you have that, it's amazing. So when they have that connection together, it's phenomenal. So now they're not only water, now they're blood. You get it? Because now the friends are the family. So this is how they can intertwine with each other. And when you have that, you have your support system now. Not only that, you have your support system, you have somebody to lean on if you ever need something, or if they ever need something, you can lean on them. So I think that's the most important value of the family and friendship. And the way I went about this is, my family is my heart. What I meant by that is, I live for my family. I get up every day and I inspire my youth, and I do everything I can because I want to see my family go far. I want to put on for my family. Not only that, I want to put on for my county and my state, but when I say my family is my heart, I mean these are the people I live for. Because if I didn't have family, then who would I be living for? So when I get up every day and I find different ways to inspire my youth, and I find ways to get out there and make money, then I'm doing it for them. Because my family is my heart. Without them, there'd be no me. So you always want to make sure that you cherish your family, because life is so short, and it's always a good feeling having a family where they're so proud of you, they look up to you, and you motivate them, and they get out there and do their own thing. So that way, when you guys are 30 or 40, 50, you'll be like, wow, we did this. There are no regrets. So you always want to make sure that you have that element. So take my advice, start today. Start telling your loved ones that you love them. Start telling your closest friends that you love them and that you support them, that anything they need, that you're there for them. Just show them that support and that love, because then you're going to see your 30s and 40s, you're going to see them, wow, we showed each other this support. We told each other we love them, and we still have that bond to that day. So that's what I mean by cherishing them and valuing them. And viewers, I would love you guys' input on this episode and how you feel, and talk to me about different things that you see. Talk to me about your friends, like how are they family to you. Talk about your family. Talk about the things you love about them, and talk about how they support you. And I also want you to talk about how your friends can be family. I want to hear from you guys' perspective as well, because there's always different opinions on everything. So please make sure that you let me know, and you can let me know that by going on my Facebook like page. It's called The Q Show, QSSHOW. And I would love you guys' input to like the page and comment and actually give me topics to talk about. But when I get back on break, I'm going to talk about the people that helped me make this show possible so I can help you, the youth. And I just want to thank them. So when I get back, those are the things I'm going to be doing. So stay tuned, viewers. Do not go anywhere at all. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Art Tees Rock is pleased to help support this week's Q Show with Quamel Wynn. Go wild at Art Tees Rock.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Our trained professionals here at Wall & Associates have over 30 years experience helping individuals and businesses solve their tax problems.
The IRS was garnishing my paycheck, but Wall & Associates had my levy released within 48 hours. Wall & Associates got the IRS off my back, and I never had to talk to them again.
We'll meet with you in person, face-to-face, at a local office near you.
Please call 800-514-8950. That is 800-514-8950.
The QTV Show with Quamel Wynn is sponsored in part by Jotkoff Financial Group, Certified Public Accountants, Certified Financial Planners.
I want to take this time to thank my sponsors, because without them I wouldn't be here, and I'm just so gracious and blessed for them. My first one is Pat Jotkoff. She's an amazing person. She's a financial planner. In my videos on commercial break, you guys will see her information and there. Please do business with her. She's a phenomenal lady. She's a financial planner. Amazing. She really sees the talent and potential in me, so she invested in me, and I love her so much for that. So I want to say thank you. The next sponsor is RT's Rock. They're amazing. They do my shirts and they support me. They're amazing. Their shirts. They do shirts, pants. Anything that you can think of, they do it. And they're amazing. They put time, energy, and effort into their work. So please go do business with them. Look on their website, rtsrock.com. They're phenomenal. But to conclude this show, I want to thank you viewers so much for really watching and staying focused, staying tuned with me. And really sharing my shows. I would love for you guys to like and share and comment. Share my advice, share everything that I say on the show, because that's what I want. I want you to use my enlightenment to go enlighten others, because that's the whole purpose of the Q show. I want you to make sure that you feel comfortable, the viewers feel comfortable. I want the youth to feel like they have something to come back to. If any topic that you guys need, please comment. I would love to talk about it. It could be anything, I don't care. I'm going to talk about it, because if you need the advice, I'm going to be there to talk about it. So please just drop the comments and let me know what you want me to talk about. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please share my videos, because I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to let the world know who Quamel is and my wisdom and my knowledge. So I want to thank you guys for stay tuned. Stay tuned for my next episodes that are coming up. It's going to be amazing. So thank you so much. I'm going to get out of here. It's the Q show, and you know who it is.
RT's Rock is pleased to help support this week's Q Show with Quamel Wynn. Go wild at RT's Rock. The QTV Show with Quamel Wynn is sponsored in part by Jotkoff Financial Group, Certified Public Accountants, Certified Financial Planners.
This dream is a bigger dream to impact the youth. It's to reach out to the youth. Physically, I can't see everyone, but if I can actually talk to them through the Q show, I think that'd be amazing. You can get me on Facebook at Quamel Wynn. That's my motivational speaking page.